Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another evening of Minecraft Adventures. Tonight, we start a brand new mod pack because my brain needs a break from Greg Tech. So we are getting a slightly early jump on Techopolis 3. The mod pack is being hosted by our good friend District Spark, who will be starting his adventures tomorrow. But we have gotten a little bit of an early start. Grinch started last weekend, has been running around on the server, has found us some good places where we might set our feet down and make a home, and has actually made a good start in some of the quests as well. So I have not had much time to look too deep into any of the quests and figure out what we are exactly doing. So we are going to get started on that tonight, and hopefully we can pick a place of where we're going to start our base of operations and then figure out what exactly is happening in this very interesting mod pack. So far, all I know about it is mobs are not the issue, which I'm liking because you know me, combat don't get along very well. So let us jump in and see what we have. I will be monitoring the Miami football game, which we may not have much of JC's attention tonight because he is watching the football game, but I should send him a quick note, let him know that we have started so that he can at least lurk long enough to keep his streak alive because, you know, we don't want him losing his streak. And here we go. So, it's dark. It's always dark. JC's online. Well, he should know that I'm on here. Hey, there's District. District dropping a sub. He has been subscribed for 47 months. Yes, use the shiny button. Okay, this is not right. We've got things and stuff. This is too loud. This needs to be off. That needs to be off. That needs to be down. 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 Subtitles on. Okay, that's probably a little too. I need a little bit of sound. Directional audio. That's okay. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay. So, we are. Oh, there's Grinch. Hello, Grinch. So, we are in Starter Village 1, which we are, I believe Grinch said, we are about 14,000 blocks north of spawn, which is going to be like way down here. There's Starter Village 4, Starter Village 3, Starter Village. It's way down there. Starter Village 5. He's been running around a lot. There's 4. There's 1. There's a Grinch. I've got villages all over the place. Oh, number 6. Sure, why not? Let's add to the collection. You can never have too many villages. Oop. Number 6. Follow me. Oh, this is a little baby village. Is that a church up on the hill? Yep, sure enough, there's a church up on the hill. Nice. It's bigger than it looks from down here. Okay. Uh, Horses. Nice. Yeah, there's a much bigger section of the town up on top of the hill. The Waystone's just on the bottom of the hill. So, that is what Grinch has been doing mostly, running around in the game, exploring, and finding us potential places to live. So that's what we have is a whole lot of potential starters. And that is like way too big. I haven't even played with my settings yet. Let me get inside of a building so I don't die from a random drowned. Video setting. Whoa, jeez. No, I don't want to buy you a coffee. This one. Is it 2? Oh, that's too small. 3? That looks better. Oh yes, that looks much better. Okay. So, we've got this village here, which is a nice village, except it's hanging out over the water. And so occasionally we will have a zombie spawn in the depths and crawl its way onto land as a drowned. So that gets to be just a little bit annoying. We do have a whole lot of empty, relatively flat space right over here. And then there's this hill that's right here. So it could be very useful to start. Um, it has a lot of potential. And then Starter Village 2. Again, follow. Very similarly, it's got a lot of empty space around it. Got a meteor, like meteor, that's going to be useful for AE2, but it's not very flat. It's got a lot of contours to it, so this would involve a lot of terraforming to flatten it out if we were going to use it for what I've been told is making a lot of factories. So in my head, I'm thinking flat ground, easy to build, multi-story buildings on for making factories. So that's in my head what type of area we're looking for. So Zach, our good friend Zach here, Zach has, again, some sort of kind of flat land. Trees. Trees are good because we'd have a lot of wood, which I do like wood to um, construct with, especially because what little I know so far, getting the ability to mine stone was challenging for Grinch, and we'll walk through that here after I show you around what we found so far. Um, there are these like random nether portals all over the place. Um, so interesting, we can get some magma blocks and some nether materials there. Lots of villagers, but you can't trade with any of them, so that's kind of disappointing. Um, Villager 3. Again, follow. So this is another one. Has some potential to it. Some, again, really flat area over here. I mean, this is like completely flat with a little bitty hill. Sand over here again, so that's kind of nice. A little nether area here. I believe it's this village that there is a zombie village over here that spawns zombie villagers. So that could be a little wrinkle that would have to be dealt with, like either walled off or something could, maybe potentially we could use zombie villagers, but since villager trading isn't in here, I don't know how potentially useful that would be. But Village 3 is potentially very useful because it does have naturally spawned bees. I have no idea if bees are potentially useful or not, but the fact that there are bees already here, very nice. So we like Village 3. Village 4. Hello. So this one, unlike the others that are very green, very rich, this one is in a savanna area. Again, lots of space, but again, it's very contoured. So again, we'd have a lot of terraforming to do. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend a ton of time terraforming. Here we do have a lot of cows. So if we need a place where we're actually raising cows, some pigs, getting some foodstuffs going, this village might be a good option for that. So that is something to keep in mind. And then we've got Village 5. So Village 5, again, this one does not have a ton of flat space. We do have another source of sand, which is good. And looks like we may have a little bit of clay and other stuff here in the water, but again, very close to water, so we're going to have the threat of drowned. Don't want that. And it looks like we may have another nether area over here. Do like potential for looting some of that material, so that's okay. We were just at number 6, and then not going to stay very long. You do see we have a woodland mansion. Not staying long, but it is a swamp woodland mansion. Found on day 1. Not staying long. And he's already found another one. Yes, a cat factory. Just what we need, a cat factory. Which I could totally build another cat factory in another woodland mansion, which I've already got. Oh, this one is a special one because this village has a satellite dish. Grinch and I found these in the, oh, hello, that's a very big hole. Do not fall in the very big hole, dear. We had loaded up a single player world to check it out and happened to spawn like really, really close to one of these and thought it was kind of cool, but we hadn't quite understood what exactly it was because Grinch had destroyed part of it. And so we were like, we didn't understand what it was. So it's a satellite dish, which is kind of cool. Doesn't actually like operate that we can tell, but we're like, does this come into play later in the mod pack? Yes, we spawned way too close to understand exactly what it was. But it's like now when you look at it from a distance and it's like, oh, yeah, sure, that's a satellite dish. Totally can see it. It's got redstone torches and a redstone block at the top, and it's like, oh, yeah. So it's like, is this going to be something that involves us going to space? Or, yeah, there was a big chasm, so we couldn't move around freely to get a good look at it. And yeah, but it was very cool. It was obviously a very obvious structure in here. And there are a couple of chests in these. If you have blocks to go up and look at it. In this mod pack, there are different colors of stone, and they're very, very bright. Oh, you have some planks I could borrow? I have some wood I could use to manufacture some, but if you have some, I will borrow them. No. Look, didn't even need that many to get there. Do, 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 do. And unlike the other mod packs we have played, these are not the loot chests where everybody can get the loot out of them. It's first come, first serve, grab the loot. So we are taking the chests with us so we have more chests to work with. And we'll hop our way back down here. Do, 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 do. Here are your planks back in case you need them. Whoop. So that's cool. We're hoping to figure out if that is just a random structure, just decorative, if it actually plays a part in the adventure we're about. Oh, another hole. After JC kept falling into holes, I do not want to fall into a hole. That would be bad. Falling into... Going the wrong way. Gotta go around the hole. So, the game... You managed not to die. I am very impressed. Good job. So there are villagers, but at least at the beginning, you can't trade with them. Now, I don't know if, like, trading unlocks later on. If that's something that comes later in the game, or never. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So, this one is interesting. It has a large flat area that is stone or gravel, and a large plain area, but it has these large holes. Ain't nobody got time to be dealing with large holes. No. Nope, 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 nope. Don't want to deal with that. That would be, oh, hello. You just like to be in my face all the time. Yes, it did seem very flat off to the east. You are correct. So there's several of these areas that look like they'd be very good for making factories. So my thought is, and this is just preliminary thoughts. As we go through the quest book, I have the feeling we're going to need to make multiple factories doing different tasks. So I'm wondering if we don't have different cities, tasks with different types of functions, different factories. And then once we have an AE2 system, then we can connect them wirelessly and be bringing the resources or the products or whatever being generated by that factory into the one global system that is doing whatever it is they're supposed to be doing. But that way we don't have to have all of our stuff in one place and make one big giant base. We can do little sub bases in different places. That's my preliminary thought. Now, we may get a month into this and decide, scrap that idea, it's not going to work. I don't know. So, my preliminary thought is, of the ones we've looked at, I like the one that is, now I gotta remember which one it is. Which one was it? This one. See, now I don't even remember which one it was. Was it 3? 3 is good because it has lots of flat land, but I think it has the zombie village just off to the side. So that one has problems. You think 7 is the one that's flattest so far? It's definitely not 6, because 6 is extremely hilly. So it's definitely not that one. Look at 7 again. 7 is very flat on top of the hill. And that would avoid the 2 big ravines. That one has possibilities. This one also has possibilities if we built off here to the northwest. Because this area here is very flat with the one hill that we could like dig into. We don't have a ton of wood for building from wood, but one of the first things it had us make is a cloche, which is kind of cool. And I actually got that set up this afternoon. So here's our cloche, and it's real simple, and you just put in a sapling and dirt and let it run. And it's been running into this chest, so it just makes us logs, apples, saplings, and sticks. So it gives us all the wood. It also gives us a source of food in our apples, which is a good thing. And any chance of sleeping? Devilci, here's me thinking I need to add some elevation to my build in the beyond, and meanwhile, Katiana, here's flat. Flat useful for tech. District is going to try and change the server so we don't need multiple people to sleep. Want the rain to go away. Oh, there we go. Here, move, move, move. Thank you, everyone. Much better. Okay, get some. We have many things and stuffs. Many things and stuffs. And there is definitely no organization involved quite yet. It will come. It will come in time. Right now it's just store all the things. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's talk quest book. Quest book, very important. So, we actually already have our first 2 check marks. And we're working on a third, which is very cool. So we have a tech tree, we have challenges, we have basic, advanced, elite, ultimate, hellish, lunar, ender. And we've started working in the basic chapter. And from what I can tell, we work our way through this basic chapter to this basic technium. And that is going to unlock this tech tree, which is where we start doing research. And the research is what's going to advance us in technological achievements as we work our way through the game. So, the quest shape is important, and we have to pay attention to these little codes because some of these things are very specific to different world types. So if we were playing a sky block, we would be looking for things that say sky. So we're not playing a sky block, we're just playing a neutral general game. So we're playing Hexlands Default, Super Flat, Skyblock, Sky Grid. Some world types have additional recipes and features to help you along, which is in some cases necessary. For example, if you're in a skyblock, you don't have access to, obviously, the world around you. So some things have to be changed to allow you to progress. Makes sense. Ultimine is not available straight away in the mod pack. However, hammers break a 3x3 area of stone-like blocks, and excavators do the same thing with dirt-like blocks. Additionally, axes will break all the connected logs on a tree. Very handy. Grinch has already filled me in on that one. Now, this is the general welcome. It says, please read the quests in this section. They provide a lot of useful information. So we're just going to read through them very quickly so that somebody watching the video later on YouTube, if you aren't already watching my YouTube channel, you definitely should, gets the idea of the things we're going to be dealing with in this mod pack. So, custom machinery is the heart of Techopolis 3. It includes a lot of multi-block machines as well as simple machines. I think we've done custom machinery before, but this is a 121 pack, and I don't think we've done a 121 pack before, so this should be an adventure. Machines that require a multi-block will show an icon in JEI to view the structure in the world. Most structures can share frames, so that's also good to know. Research. Research is an important part of Techopolis. After obtaining basic technium, you can start to create research. Research allows you to unlock new mods, recipes, and more. The tech tree quest lines will show you the research available to you. So that's good to know. Useful tips. You can use the dark mode button at the bottom left of your inventory to enable various levels of dark mode. By default, you can press the Z key to zoom in. Use Control F in the quest book to allow you to search through the quests. Okay. Mobs. Villager trades are disabled and wandering traders do not spawn. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I mean, after how annoying those things are in all the mods 9, I am not going to miss the wandering traders at all. Hostile mobs do not spawn at night. Keep building your factory. So that's the other reason I'm looking for a nice flat place that I can just build a factory. I don't have to worry about mobbage. I can just build walls, build rooms. I still want to light it up so that you can see everything okay on stream, but it's just I can build a factory and build my machines and not worry about mobbage. My carpets did not make them go poof, so they would still be there. I have a carpet right outside the front door. Your pain is phantoms. The sleep charm makes the phantoms go away. One sleep charm, boop, no more phantoms. Which is great if you never sleep. Which after a while, Da Vinci's taking notes. Yes, sleep charm, S-L-E-E-P, sleep charm. Now, finding a place in your curios to add the sleep charm can be a challenge because, once you get deep enough in the game, you're always running out of spaces to put your little trinkets. That can be, yeah, that's the challenge, is finding a place to put it. But, oh, yeah, don't miss phantoms. Guidebook. In the middle of your inventory screen, you will see the Techopolis Guidebook button. This shows a lot of additional information about the mod pack. Additionally, you can press the G key on some items to open the specific entry in any guidebook about that item. So that is this up here. We have a guidebook, which gives us information about the game, about specific items. So that's kind of cool that it has that additional detailed feature available. Shaders can be played with shaders. I'm not using any shaders, but that's nice that it has them available. And then resource pack, it contains some optional resource packs. So connected textures, simple font, and blackout. AE2 blackout reduces the brightness of AE2 blocks and GUIs. So that's interesting. So that is our first check mark for information. So that takes us diving into the first chapter, which is dirt. So this is all of your normal, how does this game work mechanic type of stuff, which Grinch did all of these except for like touching the blocks for the last two. So all I have to do is go through and claim my rewards. Which I'm like, I like how this works. This is pretty simple, right? So, sleepy time on a green bed. And your rewards, instead of getting like quest rewards of items, you get these tech bucks. So, green wool made with leafy string. Oh, I'm doing these backwards. Where was the start of this? Up here. Let's start. So let's start. You get tech bucks. Oh, choice rewards. You get to pick a sapling. Uh, Let's get dark oak sapling. Oh, you skipped that one for now? I'll get the dark oak sapling because that's Akumidori's favorite. And we'll get some more. We do? I didn't see any in the chest. I'll add them to the sapling collection. Okay, so then you have to collect rocks. You know, like Charlie Brown gets for Halloween in his bag. Rocks. So there are mossy rocks, and there are regular rocks. And when I say find rocks, literally, it's breaking rocks that you find on the ground. You're breaking rocks. Rocks. There are seashells. We're talking rocks. You're picking stuff up off the ground. Right? Pretty straightforward. That gets you rocks. Same thing goes for twigs. Twigs, just laying on the ground twigs. The twigs get crafted into sticks. Again, pretty straightforward. The sticks can get crafted into planks. Not quite as bad as Ragnamod's flint knife. Granted, I will agree with you on that. Not quite as annoying as that. You then work your way up to simple wooden shears to get leaves, to get string, to make the green wool that allows you to make the bed. So that's that whole lovely little path there. You can also use the planks to make your crafting table. The crafting table lets you make a chest. The stockroom catalog allows you to connect chests to it. Search for an item and press the locate button. Leave the book and the connected chest will show where the item is. What? How are they connected? take the torches. Okay, so I have chests. So if I do chest, not sure how this works. Well, we now have 2 of those. So then we are making an axe and a pickaxe. Those are your opening tools. And then you have a wooden gear and a wooden hopper. So those are your sort of base level crafting materials here. Wooden gear, wooden hopper. And then over here we have a smart crafting table. It says easy crafting. Checks your inventory and shows all items you can craft. Place a stone cutter next to it to see those recipes as well. And Grinch found a stone cutter in a village, so he had brought it, and so we have set it on the ceiling next to the crafting table. So theoretically, so if I wanted to make oh, and then I put what I need in here. Okay. Got it. Okay, so back over here, oh, this is the Risa's Curio, which is used in these 3. I'll still get my bucks. So the rocks get made into cobblestone, which is used to make compressed cobblestone, which is used to make a furnace, which burning logs will produce charcoal. Okay, JC, which can make torches and can make mini charcoals, which will smelt a single item. Grinch has used his normal little multi-block setup here and is currently using planks because we have lots of planks to smelt things in a couple of hoppers here to put the finished product down there. But the furnace won't cook meat, I believe is what we've determined. That you have to use a smoker when cooking meat. So we do not have a smoker yet. We will have a smoker. We do have a smoker. Smoker's over here. So we do have the ability now to cook the raw beef and the raw mutton. Raw beef is cooking. You'd ask, what are you smoking? But now you know, meat. All right, so then you have the ability to make a stone hammer, which allows for the mining of stone-like blocks in a 3x3 area, which Grinch has made that. and then a stone excavator, which is basically like a shovel that does dirt in a 3x3 area. So we're definitely going to want to get our hands on those if we start doing landscaping for these factories that we're going to be doing. Then we have gravel. Right-clicking on a block of cobblestone with a hammer will create gravel. Okay. And then right-clicking on a block of gravel with a hammer will create sand. Okay. Well, this sounds familiar because we've done that in previous mod packs where you have to take the cobblestone and smash it with the hammer to get gravel and smash it with the hammer to get sand, and you would smash it with the hammer to get dust before you would run it through a sieve. Oh goodness, sieving is probably in our future. Yay. Okay, so then we have the catalog, which says can be used to buy and sell useful items. Okay, so now the question is, where is the catalog? The catalog. Top left chest. Well, here's the catalog book. Well, there's a catalog book. Okay. That's what I'm saying, dude. If I was a catalog, where would I be? I see leafy string, I see acacia leaves, I see a green bed, and I see smooth stone. If you recall, the catalog became the book. Is the catalog like specific to you? There is a craft using the catalog that created the book. Bind the book to the catalog. Well, I don't have a catalog block. That's what I'm confused by. See, it's got XYZ. Oh, I bet it needs to be bound to a chest. Hang on. Let's bind it to... let's do... No. The catalog plus a book equals the catalog book that I have. I need to make another catalog. Okay, well, I believe I'm going to be a bit short of stone. I've got 6. Okay, so how did I make the trapdoors? I was just looking at them. I didn't think I crafted them. Boy, that thing is sensitive. Will you burn saplings? Ooh, you will, but very quickly. Ouch. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? Ooh, just enough. Okay. Okay. Well, we can go to the northeast here. And Grinch has started a little cobblestone mine in the corner of this hill. I am so slow. Oh, it's just weird. Now, there's ores here, but my understanding is ores don't mean much. And we don't have a way of processing ores at the moment, so it doesn't do me any good to mine them yet. So I'm just going to grab a little... Hello, sir. Are you bored? You look so bored. Poor guy. He has nothing to do. Hello. Mind if I take that? You don't mind? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to add it to my collection. You have the feeling that there may be crafts down the road requiring all the different colors. Yes, it'll be like all the colors of the wind. Wah ha ha ha. Okay, so if I take one of my tech bucks and I put these all the way around, nothing happens. Oh, it needs to be stone. Okay, hang on. So I need 8 of these to get cooked into stone. Yes. The furnace apparently does not like you interacting with it directly, but the hopper setup works very well. So fortunately, Grinch is very familiar with setting up the auto hopper system because we have had that in multiple mod packs now. So he's got that all jury rigged already for us, which is lovely. Um, there are no backpacks in this pack. You built that furnace all yourself? Was this the furnace you found in the village then? I thought you found one of the furnaces was one you found. Or is it the furnaces that you find in the village that you can't get to work? The one on the wall that we're using with the hoppers is the one you made. They work for you now because you've made one. I will need to make one to unlock. Oh, really? Well, hmm. Well, the smoker's letting me interact with it even though I haven't made a smoker. Is it maybe because we're on a team it's letting me? Smoker's not locked out at all. Okay, so here's the catalog. So I've made the catalog. And then I need to use... So how do I use the catalog? So here's all the things that you can buy. There's like 25 pages of stuff you can buy from the catalog. So you can buy cherry leaves, feral flare lanterns, dandelions, a grout miner placer, black poppies, a diesel generator placer, purple apples, lime dandelions. Why do you, I'm scared that they have different colors of apples and different colors of dandelions. This kind of frightens me. Pipe connectors, building gadgets, which obviously does me no good because we don't have power. So there's the saplings. So they have dandelions and they have trees of different colors. Sheet metal tank placers, a charging station, regular flowers, a clipboard, exchanging gadgets, slime balls, mixer placer, arc furnace placer. I'm worried about all these placers. Gravel miner placer, excavator placer, end technium plate machine placer, extended crafting book, dimensional infuser placer, hellish technium machine placer, template manager from building gadgets, fluid recycling coupons can be used to buy lava. Okay. You can use it to buy eggs. The Actually Editions Manual. Spider Eyes. Glow ink sacks. Ah, compressor. Diamond stick. Gadgets for derps. Well, I'm definitely a derp. Welcome back. Stockroom catalog. We got 2 of those. JC, did you figure out how these catalogs work? I don't understand. Oh, there's the engineer's manual. Molten obsidian bucket. No, you didn't. There's the catalog book. You can buy raw beef, a glowstone spray can. I'm worried there are all of these color of dandelions, yellow poppies. There are different colors of poppies and dandelions. Why? Why are there different colors of dandelions and poppies? Wait, AE2 has a guidebook now. AE2 has a guidebook now. Phantom membranes are 64 tech bucks each. 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 Oh my lord. Bones are 8 per? Is this like a block that you interact with? Oh, that's exactly how it works. So then, do you put the, if you put the catalog in, no. I don't know what that catalog book does. If I do that, that's going to show me all the poppies. Why do we have so many poppies? That I don't understand. And that disturbs me. Okay, well, we understand sort of what the catalog does now, which takes us to hot stone. So we know that we can melt cobblestone in the furnace to get stone. And then we melt it again to get smooth stone. And the smooth stone can be broken down to make stone rods. And then we can combine the stone rods to make stone gears. And then we can use those to make floppers, which are like wooden hoppers, but with fluids. So, out here, I have an ambient water collector that it has collected 10,000 millibuckets of water. So theoretically, if we can get a bucket, we have lots of water just sitting here. Of course, getting a bucket might be hard when we can't process any iron. Yeah. But I have the ambient water collector. Made that. Started with a simple machine frame, which I guess is sort of your basic building block, which is used to make the cloche, which Grinch had already made that. That's what's up here that is currently making our oak saplings. And then he found canola seeds and is growing canola. And that is in our little garden over here. So over here, we have hemp. We have coffee, which makes you addicted. Which I have now coffee beans. Not sure what we're doing with the coffee beans, but okay. It seemed important to be growing canola, so he started growing that right away. And we've been expanding the canola line as much as possible, not knowing what exactly we were going to use the canola for. Take the where did my canola go? Canola? Do that. Oh. Make more bread. Lovely. I also have some potatoes and some carrots that I need to probably get started planting somewhere so we can expand production of those as well. Otherwise, we're just going to be living on bread, and ain't nobody got time for living on bread alone. Then we have upgrade base, which is used for making upgrades. We're going to need smooth stone and a stone gear. First, I'm going to need a ton more stone, which means I should probably come back here to the dirt and make me a stone hammer, which is going to be compressed cobblestone with 2 sticks, which I don't think I have. No, maybe I do. If I borrow what Grinch had. Because you had 2. I have. And if I borrow your sticks, or did the, oh, sticks. I go, boop, boop, and borrow your 3. I can make my own stone hammer. So far I've learned you need a gazillion amounts of stone and wood for making the gears that are at the heart of all of these little crafts. So doing it like this. That just makes good sense. Now I'm curious, if I take my hammer and I put some cobblestone in there, that does not mend it. No. And we don't have an anvil for making repairs to it. Okay. And then this corner, it is very dark. That is better. And it did break the ore as unbroken ore versus raw tin ore when I broke it with the hammer. So that's good. I click on use. That's for enchanting it. Doesn't show anything about repairing it. Probably I could repair it in a robot. We're a long way away from having a robot. Not even close. Okay, that's a good amount of cobble to get us started for making more gears, and I have a ton of wood already from my cloche. So, oh, dude, you actually had 2 of these. Ooh. Hi, I'm taking this too. Bye. Now, something else that we learned. Now, normally in previous games, I have used these lovely wooden storage crates as like a poor man's shulker bucks. Canes are doing very well tonight, to be sure. So normally, right, we could put stuff in here and cart these things away and they'd be great. If I break these when it has something in it, I get a message that this crate is not sealed. Hey Max, how do you seal a wooden storage crate from immersive engineering? We've never had to do that before. I'm confused. It's like, is there tape? Is there glue? Is there, I don't know. There's a tape measure, there's a tape reel, there's packing tape. Oh, there's an upgraded one. Okay. Grench wondered if that was the case. So it's the, dang it, this reinforced storage crate. That one, gotcha. So you can use treated wood planks with one of the woodens with steel rods and steel plates to make it a reinforced one, and then it will act like a shulker. Well, we're nowhere near that. So this is an upgrade that will produce more of the main output up to 3. Growing saplings will increase the wood to be the main output, so increase more of that. Removes all other drops apart from the main output, e.g. saplings will only drop wood. So you can have a sapling in a cloche that is wood exclusive that doesn't drop apples and sticks and saplings. It's purely for dropping wood, which would be good if you're using the wood for like funneling into a furnace for making charcoal or, things like that. So those I think would be good upgrades. A shears upgrade allows you to make leaves from sapling recipes. And this is the speed upgrade, so it lets you make it go faster. So those are all good upgrades, I think. But this is the one that I think is really good, is we need to get down to the strainers so that we can start getting some incoming resources. So if we put sticks in a circle, we get a wooden mesh. So that we can do. Boom, 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 boom. Couple of those. Okay, so then we need a strainer. A strainer requires a source block of fluid above it to work. A flopper can place fluids in the world. Well, fortunately, if we use... Okay, I have a keybind, obviously, that's doing weird things. Hello? Hello? Game? Game? Whoa, that's not good. That was some poke, Max. You have powerful poke. I have no idea why it said replication at the top of the screen. I'm concerned. That was weird. All I wanted to do was look at this and show that since we have all of this water, I have plenty of places I can put a strainer. So that shouldn't be a problem. So I need to make 2 meshes we already have. Then I need a simple machine frame and some more sticks. So this is going to be where we have our lovely stone gears, wooden gears. I can't make stone gear, and I can't make wooden gear. So we're going to have to go through some steps. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to save that. So I'm going to need some wooden gears. I'm going to need more sticks. Okay. There we go. I think I need 3 of them. Then if I want a stone gear, now I need stone, and these have to be the stone rods. Okay, so now I gotta think. So I need to put 4 of those, and then I need 2 more that I'm gonna put through a second time to make smooth stone. Okay, I think Miami can stop now. I think they're dead. They're squishing them like a little bug now. Which, is fine. That's what you do in a rivalry game is you squish them. Yes, it's definitely they've had enough. Although, granted, I was beginning to feel that way during the Nebraska game today because that game was crazy. We scored 14, then they scored 21, then we scored 24, and then they scored 7. On the plus side, Purdue continues to lose. Also on the plus side, Penn State continues to lose, who managed to lose to UCLA, who was winless going into today's game. And I still haven't figured out how they managed that. Because that's something that shouldn't have happened. No, not that. I need this one. Stone rods. So I can make stone gear. There's that. Then this, this, There is the simple machine frame. And that makes one of these. Okay. So there is the strainer. Okay. So then okay, so I need a mesh item. So that should be another mesh. So max 180 uses. Input item. Deion Sanders is looking like he'll be out of a job at the end of the year. His team is hanging around, but boy, do they look ill prepared. Yeah, they have not looked like a football team at all this season. Okay, so this does not look like what I've seen strainers do in the past. A flopper can place fluid in the world. So dude, you scared me with the moving tree leaves. Like, that kind of freaked me out. Oh, and the ambient light. Oh, whoa. Okay, like, totally kind of freaked me out. Not in a bad way, but it just kind of... Dude. Like, kind of freak... I don't have a shader activated. I have a shadow. Have I always had a shadow? I've not always had a shadow. Have I? No. No. Wait. It does look very shadery. Does it default to having a shader on? Okay. Grinch does not have a shadow. I have a shadow. But I definitely did not turn a shader on. Those leaves were definitely not moving before. When we crashed, we locked up and the game crashed, did it somehow shader? Because look, the water's different. I'm shadered. I must have hit a keybind to activate shaders, and that's why it froze. Because it was loading in the shaders. Dude, that game looks so cool with shaders on. And I'm totally getting distracted. Okay. need a flopper. I bet that's what happened. I bet it hit a keybind that activated a shader, which locked up my game. And now we have shaders. Toggle shaders is K. I bet that's what I hit. I bet I hit K. Also, it's too hot for October. Can someone fix it? I know. It's been in the 90s here. That's insane. Now, relief is coming on Monday. It's only supposed to be 56. So that's like, a 35, 40 degree difference in 2 days. So relief is coming. Oh, we just got to be patient until it gets here. But it has been insanely hot. Oh, you're going to be in the 70s all week? Yeah, we've got a rain system coming in. I want to say it comes in like tomorrow evening into Monday, and we're supposed to get like an inch of rain, which we desperately need. We like totally need the rain so badly. And then it's supposed to be very cool. I think it heats up afterwards, so like later in the week it's going to get warm again. But it's going to be like really cool on Monday compared to what we've had. Tuesday is 65 and you've been running upper 80s but otherwise over 70. That makes sense. I bet our cool Monday is your Tuesday. Which is still insanely cool. Okay, so now I still need a stone gear, which is still a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Oh, no, wait. Here. More sticks. Here. There is that one. Then I need 6. Oh my gosh, so much stone. I'm just blown away by how much stone and smooth stone we are using. It's a lot. This is why we have the auto furnace. This is true. Well, it looks like we're going to be working our way towards an upgraded furnace here in the future. Alright, so we're going to make more of these. So we can make another one of these. So we can make... Oh, can't wait for that to come through now. One more. Come on. Come on. That. 2. Okay. So what I'm wondering is, wait, give me dirt. Where is it? Dirt. 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 Okay. So if I put you here, and I put you here, and then I put my mesh in here, and then I put, no, I think it's got to be down one more, doesn't it? Just a second. Okay, so you go there, and I put this there, then I put this here. Well, it dropped water on top of the strainer, but nothing is happening. Input item. A strainer requires a source block of fluid above it to work. Well, define above it. Come here. "182 blocks above." No. I mean, I would think it's going to take a time, but I would think I would see some movement on this if it was in the right place, and I don't think it's in the right place. Requires a source block of fluid above it to work. A flopper can place fluids in the world. If I put it down here like that. Input item. Flopper hours above it so that it places water in the sticks. And you put dirt in it? What do you mean you put dirt in it? Oh, that's the step I was missing. Oh, because of course it's got to have dirt to strain. It uses dirt. Thank you, JC. See, I was missing a very key ingredient there. I knew that second slot had to do something. Missing a very key ingredient, which is going to produce clay, which we already have some here. How convenient. Which the clay is going to produce us bricks, as well as unfired clay buckets. Well, we know what that's going to turn into. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, let's just put that in there. And put one of those in there. Gimme, gimme, gimme. We have achieved bucketdom. And brickdom. These are very good things. We are very, very, very pleased. Let us also make a second bucket. And smelt that for Grinch. So he can come and grab that the next time he comes to unload at home. All right. So then we're looking at a brick furnace. A cheaper way to craft a furnace is 8 bricks. I mean, not gonna lie, I don't have that much clay yet. Take it back. I've got a lot of clay. Woohoo! Not sure if a brick furnace is necessarily better or faster than a regular furnace, but we can make one of those. Yeah, we can. And we can save our flopper for something else. Mixed wildflowers. Light gray sap. Oh my gosh, Grinch is on a quest to get all the different colored saplings. Ding, ding, ding. And apples. Look, okay, so we've got purple, pink, gray, and there's the pink apple. And pink logs. Oh my gosh. And purple logs. And purple dirt. Oh my gosh, purple dirt. And light gray logs. Pink dirt. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? It just seems weird. Alright, so here's a brick furnace. Not sure why we wanted a brick furnace, but we have a brick furnace. And then bricks make bricks. Okay, not gonna lie, that does seem kind of common sense. So make more bricks. Colorado's losing again. Oh, the Mariners are losing to Detroit. Still can't get over Penn State losing to UCLA of all things. Oh my gosh. The Yankees got blown out 10-1. Ooh. Pardon me. I think I've been getting over a touch of a cold. Okay, so there is a block of brick, which gets us that. A brick blast furnace. A hotter furnace can be used to turn cobblestone straight into smooth stone. Oh, yes, please. So I need 2 more of those brick blocks, and I need 5 smooth stones. Okay, so we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those. And then we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to do 2 more of these. once the fifth one comes down. Okay, this comes back up here. All right, I'm going to need to set up another one of these. Okay. Oop, I am really blown up. I wonder if it makes more sense to start our like starter base of operations, like for this oh my gosh, look how different the wheat looks. What's the canola look like? Where's the canola at? Wait, not here. I can see my shadow as I'm planting. That's so cool. And we got 6 of these. Okay. And then coffee beans. Okay. Needed a little more light. It was getting a little dark in there. Not gonna lie. Okay, so there's those. And then we do this, and I say use not a brick smoker, a brick blast furnace. There. All right. And I put you in there, put you in there, put you in there, put the canola in there. You two can go down here. Okay. Then it says glass. Glass can be made inside of a blast furnace, which is sand. Well, and looky here, goodness knows, have we got sand. All right, so take one of these. I'm going to run around to the other side here. Hello. Oh, sand, very bright. It, Grinch, you left a hole. It's a very big hole. Glad I didn't fall in said hole. No, no, no. There's a chest at the bottom of the hole from the buried treasure that you found here, obviously. So, yeah. Yes. And now I fell in it. Okay. So, we have excluding said hole. Excluding the hole. This area here is fairly flat, and there's just a few trees here, which we can chop down. And all you have to do is chop down one piece of the tree, and the whole thing comes down for you, which I like that very much. Ooh, I like that. Kelp on the ground. So, can chop these trees down. And then without getting too close to the hole. I say as I get entirely too close to said hole. Seeds from clearing all these long grasses. All right. All right. Clear that. There. And then use the dirt here. There. Okay. Don't want to fall in said hole. Okay, so we have our furnace. Now, I gotta think, Grinch's furnace has hoppers going in the top, out the bottom, and in the side. So if I want him to help me with setting one of these things up, I should set it on top of a piece of sand so that a hopper can be inserted into it later. But for now, I just want to put planks in and sand in. And I still haven't made a crafting table on a stick. I keep reaching for my keybinds from ATM9 and surprise, surprise, they don't work. Crafting table, stick, crafting table on a stick. Lovely. Is there... Lovely. That's interesting. There is something for the back that's shaped like a backpack. Okay. Is there a keybind for the handheld crafting table? The handheld crafting table. Wait. Here. Here. Controls. Keybinds. Extended. No. Crafting. Open the crafting stick. This one. Let's do... delete. That is not working. Oh, that's the crafting stick from actually additions. Open the crafting stick. Handheld crafting table. Does not have a keybind. Okay. So I can make glass now, which is great. That gets me a clipboard. Okay, so then we're looking at making basic mechanical pipes, the configurator, basic logistical transporters, a strainer tank, and a basic fluid tank. Plastic mechanical pipe. Smooth stone with glass. Okay, so we can take you out, and put you in. So we could totally set up one of these stations for keeping smooth stone in stock and one of these stations for keeping glass in stock. Okay, so then I just have to do this and then like that. No rewards for that one. Then logistical transporter. Ooh, that's a lot of bricks. Okay. Strainer tank stores fluids for the strainer to use. Not sure where that would go. I would assume it's one of the upgrade slots. Let's run a closet. Oh my gosh! Look how pretty that is with the reflection of the village in the water. Ooh! That's so cool. I like it. Okay, so looking down at my compressed blocks of eggs. Why? 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 I'm afraid I don't know if I want to know why. Alright, go down. No, we don't need another chickinator. Well, I'm not sure where this tank goes. Oh, I know where it would go. I bet it's for holding water on top of the thing. You know where this would go. It would go underneath here to collect extra water. Potentially. I could put a bucket's worth of water in the strainer tank. Okay. Good to know. Ooh, that's a lot of glass. That's a lot of glass. Okay, so for this one, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4, 24 bricks. Which is basically all the clay I had. I think we had more, although we are out of dirt. Bringing back a ton seeds. I think I have enough canola seeds. I don't have to plant those at the moment. But I'm definitely going to go plant the hemp. Grinch knows where there's a coffee maker, so he can go use the coffee beans and make coffee. Oh, it doesn't have any power attached to it? That's got to be why they put us on the path for canola, because canola is a very early power source. I changed my mind. I'll go plant all this canola because if we're gonna use canola as our initial power source, we're gonna need a lot of canola. So much canola. I know, so much canola. So much canola. Okay. Okay. Twigs. Alright, we got... Not quite there yet. Oh, I got that one chest. I can... Okay, there's 24. Go whoop. Your bucket is in the output chest from the furnace. I assume you finished this chapter during your stream today, JC. Did you finish like this entire section? Okay, so we need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. For the basic fluid tank, we're going to need 6 smooth stone. So, got that. So this is basic fluid tank. Boom, boom, boom. basic fluid tank, check. Then the logistical transporter, we need gas in that. This and these. Wow, those are expensive. Okay, so then we need a configurator used to connect or disconnect pipes as well as inputs and outputs. So we should make 2 of these, one for me and one for Grinch. So we're going to need 6 smooth stone. Got that. And I need sticks. These. That. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Configurator. Configurator. That's that. And then we have craft with any block in your crafting window and cover those pipes useful. I'm not worried about that. So that takes us back up to the upgrade base, which is smooth stone surrounded by a stone pier. So we'll do this. Stone pier. I need stone to stone rods. Rods. Stone pier. Wooden pier. Here. Stone here. Oh, I need regular stone, which I can't make in this furnace. I need the other. Whoa! It's so foggy over the water! I'm loving shaders. They're really cool. Get the little light through the window. Okay. I will put your configurator in the chest as well, so that way you can grab it. And then upgrade base. I need regular stone. So we're going to probably want a blast furnace set up for smooth stone, a blast furnace set up for glass, a regular furnace set up for regular stone. I gotta make a list. Okay, so the blast furnace is going to be for smooth stone and glass. The regular furnace will be set up for stone. So those would be the 3 setups we'll want to set up over on the beach area over there. Then we could set it up to where, like, every time you take the stack that's done, the next stack is being made. So then, theoretically, we would always have a stack in production. Theoretically. Okay, so then we're making the upgrade that unlocks the upgrades. Okay, so then I need 4 sets of shears with the base to make the shears upgrade. So the shears, shears, this. That, 1, 2, 3. They don't stack, of course. Of course they don't. That. 1, 2, 3, 4 with this. Shears upgrade. Alright, and then we can add this to there. So then this should allows the shears output of the recipe to be in tank. So now it should add leaves. Eggs are used for a technium ingot. Oh lord. Okay. Alright, so that's one upgrade. Then we need this one. We use the canola. The canola is used with the upgrade base to increase the main output upgrade. Ooh, we definitely want that one. Okay, so I need another stone gear. Another stone gear. Means I need another wooden gear. Means I need more plates. Oh my. Alright, so here, here, here. There's the wood here. Then here. I need stone rods. That gives me another stone here. I need upgrade base here. Save that because I need more of these. Upgrade base. And then I need the canola. Canola. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and you makes this one. Alright, I'm going to put that one in. So that should increase the amount of wood that's being produced. Also a good upgrade. Now, reduces the total time to grow crops. Up to 3 of them can be placed in a cloche. Okay. But of course, if you... It doesn't say if you can stack them, but I would assume it's one upgrade per slot. So you can either go all in on speed, or you can use these other upgrades. So that makes sense to me. But now we're out of space. Okay. I know I have to make 2 more. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to come out here. I've made these pipes. I'm going to put them in one of these out here. So this stuff is not clogging up my inventory. And I'm going to run back over there. Not too far. Okay, stack the planks and give me that and smooth stone. Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna need. Oh gosh, that's a lot of stone gears. How about you? You're gonna just be. Oh. A no seeds upgrade with a main output upgrade makes a no other drops upgrade. So I'm going to use canola seeds. Oh, any seeds. I can use any seeds and make a no seeds upgrade. Gotcha. I've gone through so much cobble already. It is ridiculous. More planks. More planks. Now I need sticks. 6, 7, 8. I'm still not even sure that's enough, but that is a good start. And then I'll take that and I'll leave the other stack to be cooking while I'm using this one. It rains all the time. It must think we're in Florida. Rain, rain, rain. Okay. Now we need to make another one of these. Means we need another stone here. Means we're gonna need regular stone. I think I'm done with the glass. This is on, I think. Oh, the rain stopped. Oh no. Florida State's cut it to 9. JC, what are they doing? Miami's not going to do something silly here. don't need them doing something silly. Okay, so we're going to do this. Rods. Stone gear here. And there's the upgrade base. Now, that's going to take 4 more stone gears, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Anywhere near enough stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just have 2 more upgrades to make, and we'll have a 3rd check mark, which is not bad for your first night of playing, I don't think. And then we can start melting things. So I have no idea what melting things is going to do. You need a wooden funnel, please. Okay. Wooden hopper. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I have put it in the output chest from the furnace along with your bucket and your wrench. I'm hoping Miami's just running out the clock. I mean, they better just be running out the clock. There's the first one. Here, here, here. There's 2. There's 3. Base. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that. Speed upgrade. What on earth? Oh, he didn't. Oh, he did. Not only did he make a Chickenator, he made it with a window so we can watch them. Okay, if we're going to need eggs, we might as well start gathering the eggs early. I'm not gonna. It's a legitimate reason to need a Chickenator. It's not a Chickenator. There is no egg throwing, recycling, or mashing of the chickens. It's an egg maker. An egg maker. Okay. So we can make cakes? Why do we need to make cakes? Do I even want to know why we're making cakes? Where's a Kumidori? It's a Kumidori's job to do stuff like this. Pick up an egg when they make one, then you on it. Have I found any eggs? I don't know if I have. Have I found any eggs? We will have some eggs soonish. Yes, I imagine you had to put them right there so we can look at the eggs? I mean, the chickens? That's the part I find funny. Yep. It's not. Oh, those are enchanted. Never mind. I thought we could combine them. We cannot. Okay. Okay. So I have now the 3 upgrades. I have the shears upgrade, the main output upgrade, and the fixed speed upgrade in here. So now we are making more wood, and we are now making leaves in addition to everything else. We should have eggs in about 10 minutes. It had to be here so that the chunk actually stays active. That is an excellent point. But now we have to listen to the chickens, and they're staring at me. I am always being watched. By little beady eyes. Okay, I'm moving the ores over to here just because we can't do anything with them. Should I put a coop in the backyard? No, this is fine because exactly, you made a very valid point. If we absolutely have to have them close so that they stay chunk loaded and active, it makes sense to have them right up against our house that we are using as our main crafting area. Although I have started this second area. Moving that out here so it's not taking up space. I'm going to take that out. Taking that out. Where's the actually addition stuff? Take you. beginning of some of these items. There's the canola. I'm taking the canola out. I'm running through. Okay, so let's put doot 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 doot, and then I've got 2 more of these. Okay, good, good, good. If I get all of the stuff that is the higher tech than what we're currently using out of here, it'll make a little bit more room, and then I'll know exactly where the tech stuff is. You need to go find a leather worker's hut and steal the cauldrons, unless I already did. No, I have not stolen anything from any of the villages except for those few items inside some of the houses. So I know that I do remember there being some cauldrons in some of those huts. But I did not take any. That can come out, that can come out. That. Oh, look at that. I've already filled it. We'll take that and that. That makes room for you. And then we'll put the blueprints can go in a different one. And we have 2 circuit workbenches, but we don't have the regular engineer's table yet. So that's good to know. We're still working on that. That was another circuit workbench. So we have 2 of the circuit workbenches, but we don't have the regular engineer's table. But the engineer's table should be craftable, I think. And there may be one in one of the other engineers' houses that we just haven't seen yet. I don't know. Alright, I got that one. So it should just be the no other drops ones that's left. So I need 1 more upgrade base. Yes, I did make a stone hammer. So I need boom boom for more of these. There is the stone gear. And there is the stone base. And then the stone base can be with any seed. So I'm going to use wheat seeds because we have lots of wheat seeds now. Seed, 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 seed. That will make the no seeds upgrade. If there isn't a quest for that one. Then I have to make another upgrade base. Which means I'm going to be out of smooth stone. But I had already dropped another half stack in the blast furnace. So I just need to go grab it and drop another half stack. Good to go. I definitely want to make a path over to this area here and light it up better. Outfitter. Another chest. Got lots of chests now. Okay, so now I should be able to do my stone gear, which I need more stone rods. Okay, so there is stone gear, upgrade base, and then this one used the canola, which my canola is sitting outside because I just moved it there. It is so weird when I walk around and there's my shadow. Oh, it just freaks me out because I'm not used to it. But it's very cool. Boom, 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 boom. So then there's that, that, and that. All right. So that is third check mark. Bing, bing, bing. All right, District. We will see you tomorrow. I will plan on being there in the morning to kick off your adventures. Miami let them back in that game, JC. Why did Miami let them back in that game? I don't understand. Why? Why did Miami let them back in the game? Colorado lost again. I'm happy. That makes my day. Oh, Seattle has made a comeback. It's tied at 2 going into the bottom of the... They were playing too safe. That is understandable. Okay, so now we need to make grout. What? Oh no. Grout? Oh no. Making grout. We know all about grout. Grout. Where's that gravel? Gravel. No, not inside. Gravel. Where's the gravel? What happened to the gravel? Gravel. Found the gravel. Alright. So we're using gravel, clay, and sand. Grout. And that's going to make black brick inside a blast furnace. Okay, so then this is going to be black brick. So this would be a third blast furnace we're going to need. Okay, back over here. should mention, just because we're playing Techopolis 3 does not mean I have completely given up on all the mods 9. I am one quest away from finishing the UV chapter, and with JC's help, I think I can do that. And then we will see what happens with the HV chapter. I don't know. If we're going to be able to finish that and get to the Greg star or not. We're just going to play it by ear. I've sold 2 more sweaters today, and I still have 2 on the order board. And I might have a third, depending on if I have a buyer who was interested in adding another sweater. I've sent her the pattern, and I'm waiting for her to comment on it. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, so here's black brick, which gives us fishy business. Catch a fish? Grinch is fishing. Oh, gosh. What kind of trouble can he get into by fishing? I'm afraid to ask. A fluid mover allows for molten fluids to be moved easy. Oh, that uses 5. How else can I get mending? But you don't have an anvil to put it on. Someday we will get iron. The wistfulness in your tone implied with that statement. Someday my iron will come. My gosh. You're tempted to make an iron farm. I don't know if it would work. Okay, so now we're making black bricks, which is a block of bricks. It should villagers have golems. We can get zombies from the dead village. I mean, theoretically it could. Alright, so then we're making a simple solidifier, a simple controller, a simple tank, and a ceramic hot water bucket. And a simple equipment modifier can be used to add various modifiers to tools and armor. Say what? Use. Using a repairing mold will allow you to repair equipment using its molten variants. Search equipment modifiers in JEI to view the modifiers. Place the right items and or fluids in the equipment modifier, then add a valid piece of equipment to add that effect. Add soulbound, add excavation, add looting, add lava walker, add sharpness, add silk touch, add night vision, add beheading, add teleporting, add flight, add knockback, add magnet, add repairing, add speed, add water walker, add torch placing, add protection, add level up, Feather falling, step assist, efficiency, auto smelt, unbreaking, fortune, life steal, jets, ignite, water breathing. Can be used to turn molten fluids into items. The heart of casting. Various fuels can be used to power the casting controller, including hot water. Gear mold, block mold, block of coal, coal gear. Oh my. I am thinking it's 10:30. Maybe we should save this for tomorrow's stream. Because this is looking a little in depth. Because it is 10:30. Yes, I think that is very valid because I want to be up and available to join District when he starts his stream tomorrow. And we did get a lot done on our first adventures in Techopolis 3. We got the first 2 sections of the basic level done. We are starting off in this lovely village, and we have Grench fishing directly over my strainer. I don't remember if we have, I just have 2 more dirt. Where's some more dirt? That's all of the dirt I had. So I can put some more dirt in there. Okay. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we will call it there. We got a lot done. We got dirt and hot stone, and tomorrow we're going to work on figuring out what this melting system is all about for making tools. It looks like the very simple Tinker's construct type of stuff, but it looks like it is involving a whole lot more than that. I see the engineer's hammer down there. I see coke brick down there. So there's some familiar stuff involved. But I see a basic miner. So there's a mining machine of some sort down here, which I suppose that's how we're going to get our ores and so on and so forth. So we'll work our way towards that tomorrow. My plan is going to be once I get Akumadori to work, I'm going to come back, enjoy some more of District Stream, and then fire up my own stream, play some more Techopolis 3 for the afternoon, and watch some NFL football. And Chiefs don't play until Monday Night Football, and then it will be back to a knitting life for me, catching up on all these sweater orders. But for now, I think we will call it there. This is our little home. We're gonna have to come up with a name for it besides Starter Village 1. But we've got our little village here, and I've started work on this plateau over here with a hole that needs to get filled up. And hopefully we can not get killed by any zombies coming out of the water. Traversing back and forth around here, I need to get a path or something to make it easier to run back and forth over to this area. And I've got notes that we need to get more blast furnaces set up and maybe a furnace over in that area so it's easier to do some bulk crafting of resources. And so that will be a project for perhaps tomorrow as well. We'll see. But I hope you have enjoyed our adventures in Techopolis 3. I know I've enjoyed playing around with the shaders, even though they were a complete accident. A good happy accident, because I think they're very cool. So, we will be back tomorrow. Be sure to tune in at 8 a.m. Central Time to District Sparks channel. He will be starting his adventures. Hopefully he learned some tips and tricks from me and JC watching us today. And we will see what type of a base District decides for his playthrough. And yeah, we'll have some non-magical, tech-oriented fun and adventures and shenanigans with the gang in here. This is our filler until we get Monofactory available to play and until I give up on ATM 9. We'll see. We'll see. JC got me closer to finishing another chapter. So like I said, I have not officially given up yet. We will see what happens. So with that, everybody have a good night. That's Grunch. I'm Katiana, and we will catch you tomorrow for more Techopolis 3. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.